3, 2, 1. So where will you be on August the 11th? Hopefully you'll be joining me on the 3-day Advanced Qigong Skills Retreat in Maryland, USA. And so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of what we're going to be covering, looking at everything that's going on during the 3 days. And don't worry if you're not advanced. The course isn't just for advanced Qigong practitioners. It is for everyone, because we will be starting at the ground floor. So even if you've only got a couple of months experience, even if it's your first time going to a course, you've only ever read or watched DVDs, then you are welcome and you will gain much from this. It's just the focus is on taking your practice to as far as you can. I'll be sharing lots of stuff with you, which I'll talk about in a moment. But obviously the aim is to own these skills. You need to practice them when you go home. So I'm going to give you like a huge bag of tools, and then when you leave and you go back home, you'll use those tools and get the benefits you want from your practice. So let's dive in and look at the next slide. So the key thing is, as at the time of recording this, there are only 9 places left. And a couple of months back, I did a survey of the 1,000 plus Qigong daily readers to find out, what would your fantasy Qigong retreat be? What would you learn? What would you practice? And what would be there? And so that's what I'm going to offer. So pretty much we'll be looking at the 7 steps of perfect Qigong. So this is where it doesn't matter if you're a newbie. If you're brand new to Qigong, we'll be covering the 7 steps of perfect Qigong, and everybody needs to cover those steps because it's a unique way. It took me about 9 years to really get the perfect system together for Qigong, and it helps everybody to be able to focus on skills. And at the risk of sounding like a broken record, it's skills that give you the benefits of Qigong, not the forms or the techniques. So one of the other popular skills that people wanted to look at was one thing is shooting Zen, and that's a famous Shaolin technique for developing Jing, your essence, your body, your Qi, your energy, your vital energy, and Shen, mind. It brings together form, energy, and mind. Then massaging internal organs. So pretty much when you practice any Qigong the way I teach it, it's all about enhancing energy flow and allowing that energy flow to cleanse the energy streams of your body and restore good health. And the massaging internal organs, pretty much it's looking at ways of specifically healing and revitalizing the internal organs. And from the traditional Chinese medicine view of things, the body's made up of various systems, and we want those systems, which are usually linked to organs, to be as healthy as possible. Excuse me, got a bit of a frog in my throat. And the gentle small universe. There's, I know quite a few techniques for the breakthrough of the small universe, and I'm going to show you the simplest and the easiest one. And what I'd say is, yeah, that's a hell of a lot of stuff to cover in a 3-day retreat, but I'll explain how we're going to be able to do that when we look at the next page. So if there's time, and depending on the size and the skill of the group, something else people said they'd like to look at is Chang Chuang, which is stance training, if you like. All internal martial arts have some form of stance training for developing internal force. But internal force isn't just of benefit to martial artists, it's of benefit to everybody. If you want to, it's like Energy Plus, but hopefully we'll have time to cover that. And senior metamorphosis. Again, we'll cover that, well, part of that, but only if we have time. I want to focus on the 7 steps of perfect Qigong, one thing is shooting Zen, massaging internal organs, and gentle small universe. Now, excuse me. Yes, that is a lot of stuff to cover, but the way that we're going to do it is, it's a retreat. So there are 24 hours in a day, and we're going to be spending most of those together. I'm not going to be stuck in some ivory tower miles away from you. I'm not going to descend from my ivory tower in a cloud and bestow my pearls of wisdom upon you for a few hours each day. No. I'm going to be rolling my sleeves up. We're all going to be mucking in together, and we're going to be spending a lot of time together. So not only will there's clear, designated kind of a plan for the day, but a lot of it isn't kind of right, 9 till 11 we're going to be doing some study, then 11 till 1 we're going to have break. We're going to be focusing on Qigong every single waking moment, because you'll be able to ask questions, you'll be able to, things will come up during the retreat that I couldn't possibly plan or schedule. So there is a schedule, but it's a very loose one. It will adapt to what people bring, what people want, what people need. And we're going to be eating our meals together. There will be opportunities to go for walks. If there's one thing, when I reflect back on my 9 years with my teacher, I learn more, especially the subtle details of Qigong, the differences that make the difference. I learned more about those things from having a meal with my teacher, or being on a drive, or having a walk in the afternoon. So we'll be doing lots of that. And what it also means is it'll give us time. If you want to receive one private Qigong healing from me, we can do that. If you've got particular questions about your practice, you can ask me those directly, and I'll be there right there in front of you, so I can help you to get more from your practice. You can ask me as many questions as you want. Now, the other thing I said to Edie, the awesome Perfect Qigong USA organizer, I said, look, I want somewhere really, really special to teach this retreat. In the past I've taught in sports halls, church halls, places that are okay for, say a 4, 5, 6 hour workshop, but not somewhere that's really that they're not nurturing environments. The nature, the environment doesn't all kind of club together to help make the experience as good as it could be. So fortunately, Edie found Foxhaven Farm, and it is it's an incredible environment. I think, I could be wrong, but I think it's about 600 acres of hardcore nature at its finest. It's an opportunity for healing, for rejuvenation, enlightenment, and Edie also suggested that, because we're going to be cooking our meals together, and there'll be a rota, so certain people will be doing the washing up, other people will be cooking the food. We're all going to, like I said, we're all going to be chipping in together. And Edie said, well, I know this lady, Susan Hirsch, who's, she's a qualified nutritional specialist, and why don't we get her to come along one evening and show us how the healing properties of plants and herbs. And I thought, wonderful idea. So you'll also get the opportunity to learn some nutritional information as well. And moving on. So this is where the rubber meets the road. Let me make it clear that in the past, I used to regularly spend, to go out to Malaysia and to do a course, I wouldn't get much change out of £2,000 sterling. So I don't know what that is in dollars, but it's a considerable amount. I've had people tell me that they've gone on retreats and they're lucky if they get change out of $2,500 US. So even at 1,500, this is 1,500 US. This retreat is still a steal. But if you reserve your place before the 1st of June, I'll give you an extra $300 off, and you'll pay just $750. And let me make it clear: for your $750, what you're actually getting is 3 full days of tuition, 4 nights accommodation, all your meals, and are covered. So you'll be arriving Sunday, late Sunday afternoon, early Sunday evening, and you'll be leaving Thursday morning. So between that time, all your accommodation, all your tuition, and all your food is included in the $750 if you book before the 1st of June. The only extra expense is your round trip to get to Foxhaven Learning Centre and back. And that's it. So like I said, please, if you're interested, book before the 1st of June and save yourself $300. Even at 1,050, this is still a steal. But if it seems, I get it, the squeeze is on. And if $750 seems like a lot, consider. I did a rough estimate. If you arrive, it's like Sunday afternoon, and you leave Thursday morning, that's approximately 84 hours we've got together in each other's space. So if you take $750, you divide it by 84 hours, that comes to $8.93 per hour for all your tuition, all your food, all your accommodation, one-to-one time with me, personal help with your practice, and the nutritional workshop with the expert Susan Hirsch. So, enough about that. What I want you to do is, if you're interested, I want you to reserve your place now. Just simply scroll down the page. If you still have questions, after reading, looking at the website, if you still have questions, please contact the organizer, Edie Wallace, at edie@perfectqigong.com, and she will answer your questions. But please hurry, because there are only 9 places left, and once they're filled, that's it. We haven't got any room for any extra bookings, so once the 9 places have gone, they're gone. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye for now.